Ben Lynch supered. All right, confess. We're missing dragons in the 13th on your bingo card. I had my bingo card. I don't have one anymore. I threw it away. It's in the trash. There's just, I got nothing at this point.
I mean, I do feel like I sort of remember in the World of Darkness there being a couple dragon models. There were those old, you know, lumpy dragon models.
Yes.
Like the ones in Great Fox Longstop. So I think there's some dragons in there, which, you know, hey, you know, why not just use it all? Take advantage of it.
Yeah. Now, my only big guess was like, I think we're going to check in with each scion that paired off and went off and did some stuff during this. And that I seem to be right about that, although I didn't think we were going to get a bunch of the scions back together this quickly.
No, and I didn't think there would just be the Emmett bucket list.
Yeah. You ready to are you ready for some Varshanage?
Yeah, let's Varshan.
Hey, Tommy.
Good old Sean.
I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the Vault's sentinels. As your instructions have no doubt informed you, the Kapakulu has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructs.
Was it tomb robbers? Fiends born of the Tower of Zot? By the sisters. Do not tell me a blasphemy yet roams free.
I was gonna say, that guy looks ripe for the Kyle voice.
Such guilt. We're just trying to have fun.
This game just throws sadness at you at every corner.
Yeah.
Just once. Couldn't we just plunder a dungeon without consequences?
Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for this. Oh. Well, that details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately.
And with that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now, I believe you had questions?
Quite a few, in fact. But I'd like to begin with the gate itself. Is it still functional, yes?
Indeed. Which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemical forged lock and warded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world.
So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliness of Boy's Tent. And from this side, no man would be able to pass through. No man. I should think Alphino would fit, given a firm enough push.
Fantastic line read, sir.
Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit. And yet, you succeed in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum into the 13th.
Thanks to my brilliant alchemists. I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it. But instead, I bade them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten. Once I had given up searching for Ajdaya, there was no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus has the gate lain dormant for years uncounted. Our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple, thanks to the Crystal Tower.
Nice correction.
An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made with the cloud of darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken, and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another void set. But such deals usually end in betrayal and death.
In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the Bounty Gate. Mayhaps you could resume the search for your sister.
As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. I had meant to ask, what prompted you to search the vault in the first place? It was all Estinian's idea.
Damn. Just force the fun. Just keep it number 2. Just, you know, we're supposed to be having fun, everybody.
Oh, I already clicked on it.
Oh, okay, you're already going.
This is so much more lore deep than I expected anything to be tonight. I'm going, man. I'm forging ahead.
As I recall, 'twas you who chased the tales of an undersea ruin.
Well, as you have seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if not its rumored origin. But I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little, but the time has come to spend it that I might alleviate my people's suffering.
Then we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it out for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend?
I would have kept a Giller too, maybe. Mission failed successfully. Jesus, Eric.
Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I will make no attempt to open it, of course.
I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it.
Guy's over there sweeping his lawn, just doing alchemy, listening to the whole conversation. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission.
Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the labyrinths will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. And I must be off to Charlayan as well. Mistress Cryo was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back to the annex as soon as you are able. Farewell for now. And then there were 4.
We can discuss my findings once I return. Oh, jeez. You will not be rid of me so easily.
She just said, "Jeez."
Oh, she's up to something, you know? Like,
She's opening gates, man.
yeah, she's gonna go open
I want her
gates.
to. Don't you want her to?
I mean, sure, I guess, you know.
Why is it OGs and not, oh, hell yeah?
Newfound adventure. It's a room. We now
Okay.
undertake the
Interesting.
Chronicles? Oh,
Interesting.
some sort of side quest business.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I like where this is heading.
Okay, the Alliance raid. Interesting.
Oh, is that what we just unlocked?
That's me.
Oh,
Huh.
shit. Okay, yeah.
Interesting
Well,
beat.
that makes sense because people said we had to at least start patch 6.1. Looks like we still got quite a bit left.
Take it away.
The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Of course. Thank you, Valentine. Stenian.
Hal and I are in this together. I will follow his example.
I told you, if I want to back this bus up over the Scions, I will. Thanks for the super. Just elsewhere? No,
Yeah,
no
just elsewhere.
specifics.
Yeah.
No specifics whatsoever.
Newfound adventure. You
All right,
know?
so whoever this evil bastard is from the void. Oh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is
okay,
handsome.
Cool.
We got a throne. Is this some like? Is this a reference to some old Final Fantasy shit? Because this looks like some old Final Fantasy shit. Oh, I like a devious-looking set of armor. What is happening? Oh, is this the dude that was on the launcher sitting on the throne? Yeah, it is.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is the Dark Throne, because that was a launcher thing for a while. I sensed the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from the side. Oh wait, Throne of... Are there going to be different ones? Anyway, just thrown open to another. I'm going to have to come up with for voices for fire.
I too felt it. A rare occurrence, yes. But such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand.
Still
An opportunity is upon us, and the coming of which we have awaited for is nigh on 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip our grasp.
I'm still here. Yep.
Dogs don't like that voice.
Aye, He-Man. Yet, we must not underestimate he who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal.
Oh, a long time ago.
Oh, let him come. I will drown the world and watch his flesh gasp for breath in his final moments. It's a little vampire-y. I meant watery.
I didn't think about it until you said it. Your zeal is admirable, but forget not our cause. Think back on our struggles beneath this sunless sky. Remember why we cede not our will to fight. 'Tis time we set the war in motion and win redemption for our star.
It says big. The manga's on break energy.
I love all of the non-canon Snake Way shit that was in the OG Dragon Ball Z. I'm all about it. Let's go. Let's go. Lego Boy says, I mean, yeah!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Clips channel. Did you know this isn't our main channel? Yeah, you should subscribe over and find our main videos and our streams as well. We also have a podcast that you can find wherever podcasts can be found, so explore the internet. See you there.
Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which groups would benefit most from monetary assistance. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the satrap directly, so I would ask that you act in my stead. Tuna and Val, you are to visit Akyali and Yedlimad. Yedlimad? I've never been able to get that one. Speak
mad.
with Matsia and his people, and listen to their grievances. Astinian, I bid you do the same at Palaka's stand. I will be conducting my own inquiries at the Giant Skull grounds. Once you believe you have ascertained the needs of the populace, we can reconvene at Megaduta. Go do your mega duty.
Yeah, Megaduta.
You won't get money flattering us, Super Chat's witty pinches.
Wow. All right, I'm off to Yeti. I'll pay.
Okay? I got your shrimp.
Off to go see Matsu.
Kyle got my shrimp. Flying would be nice.
Someday. Some stream.
Some Tuesday. This Tuesday?
Yeah, I think
I
right
hope.
occurring Tuesday.
Please, God.
And then we're alliance raiding Thursday,
Yes.
which I guess is a
Join us next Thursday for the Alliance raid. At least the
nautical
start of it.
alliance raid or something.
I mean, all Alliance raids are canon, Kyle.
Well, you know, I mean, like, you know, participating in the main.
Even
plot.
Near, which is also canon for Near.
Well, yes, but you know, someday Nier might come on.
Someday. Oh, Duna, Val, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You finished with the boat then? Yeah, buddy, you can have it back. Take a real hard look, mother trunker, because I'm on a boat. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Kalzal's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together as best we can. Okay.
Locals?
We're heading back.
Oh, right back to where we were.
The
Okay.
thing.
I shall teleport.
I'm already teleporting.
Oh, okay.
Junkmonger! Are you going to try and scam me today?
Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Thavnir, then you must try my special Arma Lassie. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. Could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally, I part with these 3 bottles at a generous price of 19,800 gil, but for you, I'm willing to go as low as even 10,000. You'll be practically stealing from me.
I am not a Stinian.
Wow. Well, you know, with a fun newfound adventure.
Destiny? Who is that? Yeah? You're the one that spear-todding fellow. Well, you can hardly blame a man for trying. The world may no longer be on fire, but you're still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we've seen these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices, I tell you. If I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the streets.
Oh, okay.
Reverse Aquamath, thank you for highlighting this on behalf of Master Hero Card, who posted this in the chat earlier. The new cast is Knight, Menacing Villain, Scheming Villain, Skeletor, and Dracula. Those are our villains,
Okay.
Kyle.
Yeah. All together.
All right, I'm talking to guild staff. How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly. But no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in short term. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kalzal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God rest his soul. We've spoken with key local figures and gained an understanding of the populace's hardships. Varshan awaits your report.
Newfound adventure.
Newfound adventure? I thought this was gonna be
I
happy!
thought we were gonna have fun. Newfound adventure.
As soon as Varshan showed up, it was just like, and bummer.
Broke my robot and my sister's dead. Thank you so much for reminding me. Great job.
I now want a new series of TikToks where Kyle wraps up major Final Fantasy XIV plot points in 30 seconds or less. Broke my robot, my sister is dead.
Good for you.
The Varshan story. Ah, my advisor's return. I've just made it back myself.
Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time.
Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least. and there are few places I can enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall.
I find this endearing.
Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palakistan were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when the refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yeldemad. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part.
Palakistan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant skull to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thabner has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of imports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akyali and Yedlimai? I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch, and with you two trying to help them. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yedlamad. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale repeated over and over. So many lives lost. We just met the sad boy.
Yeah, could be the same child, yeah.
Look back at him. Enough grief to drown in it if we let ourselves be overcome, but we will not. Tuna, Val, Estinian, I will consider the perspectives you brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries.
Yeah, Dragon Time.
Glad I wore green.
I thank you for your attendance.
3, 2, 1, go. Purple complements green nicely.
That is true.
The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadal's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul. Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. absence was created by the loss of Karzal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
This has to be the most practical speech a dragon has ever given in a video
And
game.
what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
I played much SimCity.
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
I ain't saying taxes. Nothing?
It's like the only practical one, right?
I'm leading bot.
That's at least that sounds like some information.
I am widely out of my element with how much Vitra has already thought about this.
Economic victory. Put all points.
You have an extra option?
I do?
I don't have a third option.
Oh, you don't have the Idleshire Orphanage?
No.
Why do I have that and you don't?
Did you do some shit in Idleshire like it was Doma?
I don't know. I'm waiting for chat to tell me what I did right.
Crafting quests. Chat is saying.
Oh, because I have custom deliveries? Well, then I'm picking that. Yeah, I guess I do. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Cool. I'm doing that. You do whatever.
There's no point in syncing up then. I don't think there's going to be a big explosion of taxes action anyway.
We must all look out for one another. Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage.
So you got a line about orphanage as well?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
You're gonna ask me to name it, aren't you? Yep. Yeah. I'm going with the top one.
Yeah, sounds good.
3, 2, 1, go.
A fitting candidate. Karzal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Karzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Mirad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor. Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Stinian is so well adjusted now. Thinking about, back to
Yeah.
Heaven's Ward.
Absolutely. Wear alien suit, but I can get guy can compost.
There are two men in this world. Those that scrutinize Final Fantasy XIV food and other that windmill slam the gill.
Oh,
Both are currently streaming.
all right.